Yo. Right. Looks like I'm active. Yeah. Audio is good. I want to make sure visuals is good too. Then we can go on with the stream for today. Okay. Looks like visual is okay. Um I'm going to clear out the scene. I'm going to bring in my reference. My reference is relatively simple, and I mean, by way of probably introducing myself, I think relatively everyone that comes on stream kind of already know what time it is. But yeah, today we are working on a TV stand. I'm going to look for the TV stand. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Yep, found it. TV stand. So yeah. Uh yeah, let's go on with it. Going to be kind of a short one. So yeah, let me take this above the surface somewhere around here, and then I will drop the opacity. I think I would GY this back into space, and yeah, I'm going to start with this two structure here, then I'll go into tighter details a lot later. So I'll first of all start with bringing in a cylinder, right? S Scale that down, right? I'm bringing this to this part, scale down, and I'm just going to fit it into this one right here. So we have that. Yep, something like this. Something like this is cool. I think how do I want to approach this in terms of the mirroring property? Do I want to have my original 3D cursor and just mirror like this, or I want to have an empty and use that as a reference? Let me just do this one first. I think that's going to change as I go on, but let's just start instead of overthinking that part. So the top of this kind of has um an extra detail. So all of this I would GZ, SZ a little bit, GZ, and then this part after applying scale, I want to bevel this. So that's nice. I would extrude this along normals, and that's good for this. I'm going to shade auto smooth, and that's nice. Again, if you see me looking to the side, I want to make sure stream is good, and I really hope like the stream that's playing on my phone is not bleeding into the mic. So yeah, next up I want to create this center part right here. So I'll add in a loop, and I'm going to bring cursor to this point. Right, so we're going to bring in a cube, scale that down. I'm going to scale it on the Z also. I'm going to S just like so, and GX on this. So with this, I can flip to the other side, and we have this plot. I really don't know what this part is for. Maybe if you want to keep certain items, but that doesn't make sense to the entire configuration of the stand, but like it's there. And I think I saw a situation where someone used that as like how do I say this now? As a laptop stand. Yeah, I've seen someone use that as a laptop stand. So right here, I'm going to extrude along normals like so, right? This part I'll SZ0 flatten that out. And then right here, I'll duplicate this on the Z and I want to create this. So I'll SX just like so. On the side, I will SY and I will GY forward a little bit. I want to open this reference on here so I can see things better. I think this goes to the back like so. And then I'll try to apply this mirror because I want to select this. Then I want to bevel, right? Then I'll select the two edges and then bevel those. So what this is going to help me with is selecting this entire face and I can GY in just like so. So this is cool. This is cool. I can bevel. I don't think that's correct. I'm going to come closer. Make sure we're getting that correctly. And then I'll apply scale. Let's bevel. That's nice. Maybe I'm going to add a quick bevel to this. Tighten that up. And I will do the same for this also. Quick overall bevel. Okay. That's good. Next up, I think I'm going to go above the fold first before I come down here. Yeah, let me start from up first. Okay, so I'm going to bring in this here. I'm going to bring cursor to this point, and then I'll bring in a plane. Let's start with a plane. RX 90. I'm going to scale that down and SX basically. So I'm going to GX, make sure this is centralized. Right, that's cool. Right here, I'll bevel this, right? And I can extrude this just like so. So this face, I'm going to delete those faces and then this I'm going to GY and SY a little bit. So that's cool. I'm going to add in a quick bevel to this so I can see properly right here. This requires a certain amount of bevels actually. So right here, I'll add bevel right here. I'll add to this part also. And then right in the center, I'm going to add one here. There's going to be one here. Let me do that again. Like so. So I'm going to move this to the front of this, like so. Right? And then I'm going to delete this. Delete these faces. Right here, I'll add a loop. I'll add a loop on this side too. And what I'm going to do with those loops are bevel them. So add loop, add loop, add, and add. And no. I'm going to add like this instead. Right? So I'm going to select this part and then insert. Maybe I'll apply scale first. Insert. And then I'll delete those faces. Now I'm looking at this. I feel like I want to undo to this point so that the bevel is bigger. Right? So I can add this, select these faces, right? Insert. twice, delete that face. So that's cool. Um, this part on top are they're just circles actually. So I'm going to add three up here, add three down here, and then I can select all of this. Wow. Why is this happening? Alt and flip. Maybe I'll just undo and I don't need to do that anymore. I can insert this, hmm, subdivide, turn this into a circle, scale from individual origins down. I'm going to SX, scale this up, SX, scale. And I'm going to delete those faces. And all of this, I'm just going to flip horizontally. Apply that mirror and also flip to the side too. Apply that mirror. So that's calm. I want to apply a subd to this, but I don't think that would be wise. I think it's better I just select the shapes myself, right? These two, and then I can just add this bevel to it. Bevel. Okay. You know what? Instead of doing that, I'm going to add in a subd, and I'll just start adding holding loops when necessary. Or holding loops where necessary. You know what? Add one, bevel that, add one, bevel that, add one, bevel. Same goes for this, bevel. Yep, that's cool. Flip this vertically, apply that mirror, and then I can add supports on this side, and then add another mirror again, and yeah, we're good. So I'm going to add some more detail. There's this. I really don't. Okay, I think this is the main stand for the TV where it attaches to the TV itself. I'm going to select. I'm going to select this two. Bring cursor to that point, and then I'll bring in a cube. Z. Let's see. GY. So what I know is that definitely. I don't think this part is included. Like this part is not there. So I'm going to start adding relevant loops, GX. I think one important loop is right here. All right. Another right here, and then maybe right here too. So I can add this and then adding this loop to which I can bevel just like so. That's calm. And then right here, I'll add in this and just make them into squares. I don't think the numbers matter right now. So I'm going to apply scale to this, insert, and then delete. Hmm. Yeah, Abby. Because I'm thinking of a way of not doing that holding loops cleanup after the fact. Like, is there where I can? Let me not complicate things. So insert and delete faces. That's calm. Right here, I can select this faces, right, and then insert. I would subdivide, turn that into a circle, scale that down, delete the faces, and that is tight. So right here, I'm going to isolate both and bevel. Shade smooth, that bevel is not enough. It's not enough. So sorry, niggas, not too. So right here, I can insert and then delete face. So that's cool. I can add in a sub D, make places that needs to be round. For example, hard, not hard. Add holding loops right here, and I can flip. That's good. Just apply that mirror, and then these I'll just flip to the other side. So that's good progress so far. To these, there's some kind of a dial to the side, so I want to add that. I'm seeing something here that the sub D is doing, so I'm going to add some more holding loops. So to this side, I'm going to bring cursor to this point. I'm going to bring in. I'm going to bring in a cylinder. RY90, scale that down just like so. View, frame selected, scale that down, and then I can select this, delete this face, select this edge. Whoa. Select, why can't I select this edge? Select this edge, ES, EX, then fill that face. From what I can see, I feel like this face is, I'm going to check out the select, but kind of be strategic about it. So the amount of selected I need is 2, and the deselected can be a little higher, like so, maybe even more. So all of this selected, I would scale down to the center. No, scale down to the center, but I need to constrain one of the angles. Yep, I think this is it. So we have that. I can add in a bevel mod, add in a sub D, let's check out the select again. So I'm keeping quiet because I want to be able to I want to select this properly. I don't want to make any mistake. All right, so all of this can be scaled in. I'll add sub D. I think this uh select this, select this, all of this can be beveled. All right. Then this, this right here, this. Let's see if I can add more rounder forms to them. Don't crash, please. Bevel, bevel, holding, holding, insert face, or maybe just make all this flat. Why is this not happening? What's going on? Insert, turn this into a circle. Wow. All right, no subdivision on this. This is okay. I'm going to attach this to no need to attach. I'm just going to use this as a mirror to the other side. So that is cool. This also, oh, Jesus Christ, this is a lot. Oh. So I'm going to bring cursor to center. I'm going to bring in a cube, scale that down, scale on the Z, come to the front view, scale, GZ, SZ, GZ, GY in. Um, then I can bevel this. I can select this, select, whoa. Okay. Um, time to select all of this. Right. And then I'm going to apply scale first. No, insert. I almost feel like I should extrude inward and then delete face, but I don't think that's going to make any difference to the effect of the sub D. I don't think at all. This part right here, I'll bring cursor to this point, and I'm going to bring in a cube, SZ, SX. That's cool. Right here, I'll add in this loop, 3, and then extrude. All of this are going to be mirrored. I feel this should be its own separate mesh so that I can add sub D on this and see how it's working and what needs an adjustment. Okay. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Just like so. Easy does it. All right. Edges, they need a bevel, so they're going to get 1. And then outside here to need a bevel. I'm going to isolate this, and all these faces on top are they're going off. So something I saw with the other one was that this was mirrored to the back. So I'm going to apply that mirror, bring back all of those fixtures, and with this, I think I would GY this a little bit. That's nice. Oh, I just forgot. I just remember that I still have the legs to work on. Shit. Okay, so let's go for the legs. Legs a little too complex. GZ. I'm going to bring in a cube. Delete that cube. I'm going to bring cursor to this point, and I'm going to bring in a cube. GZ, SZ, SX. Just like so. That's calm. This face, I can duplicate that face. Is this still working? Hello. Okay, I thought I could no longer hear audio just now. So this part I can extrude out to this point, and then all of this I'm going to mirror. That's cool. I'll apply that mirror, and then all of this are going to be extruded along normals, just like so. This is cool. However, I feel like this part is a little rounded, so I'm going to round this off a little bit, and we're going to go down to making the tires. For the tires, I think the tires I did for the wheelchair yesterday was going to work just fine for this. I don't need to make these fancy tires they have here. So I think right around here, I'll bring cursor to selected. Can't even make out what it. Okay. This is rounded towards the tip. GG or GG, just like so. Select this to bevel. What's going on? I think the bevel is too strong. All right. So for this, I'm going to maybe join these two and bring cursor to this point so that we can have some kind of a cylinder down here. I would SZ, and then this face I'll apply scale and then bevel. That's cool. Um, I'll bring cursor to this point, GZ on that. Just give me 1 second, please. All right. Um, hmm. How do I go about this now? I'll bring in a plane, scale down that plane, separate this. I'm going to bring origin to geometry, scale down. On this, I'll GZ, scale that up, and frame selected. I will select this, and extrude on the Z, just like so. So I can SY and then apply that scale and just bevel those edges like so. I'm going to bring in a cylinder, scale down, rotate 90, scale. Right here, I'll select this, bevel, SX, GZ, and I can S Shift X, scale, SX. I'm going to apply this bevel. Maybe this I'll insert 1, insert 2, and that should be enough inserts. This will be in. I'll select this, select both, and bevel this. With this, I'll mirror to the other side. Apply that mirror, shade, auto smooth, and then right around here, or maybe a little longer. We're going to have in a cylinder to seal that off. So RY X90, scale down. No. So this is going to just stretch the entire way, just like so. SX, select this face, bevel. I'm going to apply that scale first. Bevel, this face and this face are selected. I would insert and then extrude along normals. That face is selected. I will select this edge and then this this edge and just bevel those like so. So that's cool. I think all of this done. I just want to start kind of duplicating across to where to where it's needed. Um, this bevel that I did here though, like I don't get it. Um, relax. Oh no. Hmm. I want to make this bevel again. So all of this, I'm going to just realign. G, scale, rotate, scale. G. That's cool. This edge right here can be gone. So I'm going to reduce this and then bevel. That's cool. Want bevel. Yep. No matter that. This tires, I don't know if it's too small or if it's appropriate. Let me see. Looks too small. So I'm going to take all of this visual geometry to mesh. I'm going to join all that and then scale. I'm going to take this to join. Maybe I want to also join with this. Ah, but it has a bevel on it. You know what? I'm going to apply that bevel and then join. So all of this, I'm going to flip this way and then flip that way. So we're literally done with this stand. Yeah. This is going to be price low because it's not like it's not a crazy model to make. I'm going to put it at 4. And this is day 15. Did I use 30 minutes for this? I don't know. Day 15. Day 15 TV stand. Texturing, yeah. Why not? Let me see what time it is. If it's 30, I'm not texturing. If it's 38, 38, 17, 38. This really is its texture. I don't think I'm going to texture. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys so much for being on stream. I see we have 3 persons. I wish you guys had dropped a message so I could give like individual shout outs, but it's all good. I'm rounding up the stream right now. Thank you guys. It's almost midnight. It was almost midnight. It's like almost 12:30 midnight right here. And yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will be doing a little bit of sketching before going to bed. Let me show you guys. So I don't know if you guys know, but I have been learning how to sketch, and I think from like mid last year, I've just been taking random courses just trying to learn how to sketch. And right now, I'm learning how to texture. So this is kind of my practice notes that I'm using to learn, basically. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of texturing. I say texturing. I'm going to do a little bit of drawing tonight before I sleep, but it's all good. So that's about it, guys. So long. And until I see you guys in the